Day 23. The book is called Us from Nothing, A Poetic History. It's written by Geoff Bouvier, published by Wolsak and Wynn Publishers in 2023. I gotta say, I was pretty excited about this. This book. Um, Took a while to get to me, but I was right to be excited. Here's a book where even the table of contents is a hoot. Um, the first century, 14.8 billion years ago, the Big Bang. Remember, this is a poetic history. The last entry stated near future, and it's called Amorality. All of the entries are in a lyric prose. All of them are short. Many of them are uh, a paragraph long. I think the longest one is a little over one page. Here's the entry for the Big Bang, the first one. 14.8 billion years ago, the Big Bang. Before the beginning, there was nothing. No size, no weight, no color, no shape. But the nothing was changing. A nothing must enjoy a possibility. Perhaps the void in its autonomy grew lonely or bored. Perhaps whatever had no nature pondered nature, asking questions of its not yet self. Tell us, neutral blank abyss, how we got from you to us. At the very first moment, a brighter something unwraps from nothing, and all the energy releases like a supreme being's muscular twitch. A cosmos before us becomes matter and space. Some say we still hear the changing void in joy or pain, moaning, om. Others claim the universe was born crying for light. Some of the titles in the book are a pleasant surprise, or were for me anyway. For example, the year 299 before Common Era, he has the entry atheism. Before that comes monotheism, the year 1367 before Common Era. Christianity is placed at the year 313, the Common Era. So this is a history in the sense that Bouvier takes seriously when things happen, happened, will happen. He has global positioning systems at the year 1957, which was interesting to me. I was born in 1956. Birth control at the year 1960. There's something in this book for everyone, really. I mean, unless you object to dates that old. I'm going to read you um, two more entries. The first one is calculation, which he has in 1687. Hundreds of miles from each other, two European mathematicians huddle over candlelit writing desks for months, trying to rationalize irrational problem solving. Each one's independent reckonings of complex equations arrive at a similar interpretation of what seems like a master code, the calculus. Gottfried Leibniz, the last universal genius, and Isaac Newton, who sees an apple falling and understands gravity, both wield numbers and symbols to verify that science is more powerful than sorcery. In their work, wild fictions translate to fast facts. Their system of computation proves so abstract, it does away with objects in the world, figuring everything as formulas. Differentials, Leibniz calls them. The method of fluxions and fluents, writes Newton. A point is indivisible. A line has many points. A surface, many lines. A volume, many surfaces. Calculus articulates the limits and the changes. With the calculus, we trace a missing sense behind nature's mysteriousness. I really like that. I'm a fan of calculus and also a fan of Leibniz and Newton. So that was a lot of fun for me. But here's one. If you're not a math person, you might enjoy. It's called Aliens, and it's set in present day. As you read the sentence, 5,000 stars are screaming into existence. Nearly every solar birth brings planets also into being. Many planets settle into orbits where their host stars, rotations, and magnetism correspond and create a sensitive state called life. We estimate 1 trillion watery worlds are capable of fostering not only life, but civilizations, which is to say, others who are like us are living out there, and someday we might establish contact. Considered from another angle, the only hint of humans left on Earth a billion years from now will look like fossil layers of carbon and nitrogen isotopes, synthetic steroids, plastic nanoparticles. The signs we leave in the soil and stone will carve a story so faint whoever sees it won't see us unless they're looking for us, which is to say, others who were like us might have lived in this place long before we ever did. Perhaps we are the aliens. It's if you have any feeling for history, uh, there's another one in here called Democracy. It's set at 508 years before the Common Era, along with other religions. Civil rights is there next to it, 539 before Common Era. Money is set at 3100 before Common Era. There's materialism and soap and plastics and women voting and communism and sound recording and light bulbs and automobiles. It's a hoot. This is one of those books that I can imagine myself uh, months from now, a year from now, still picking up and reading an entry uh, like Vaccination 1796 and thinking about the debacle of our last few years. Anyway, next time.